We have work to do. The settlement has, as I've already said, left many people angry with a lot of questions. The ultimate disposition of the monument, I want to reemphasize, has always rested with the Board of Governors, and they negotiated the settlement. I was not involved in the negotiations and did not know the details of much of that process.
I want to begin by saying that the Faculty Executive Committee collected a series of questions and talked to colleagues, and I am going to pose these. They're hard to read. There are 8 questions, and of course other people can bring in other questions and also provide follow-up. But were members of the UNC Chapel Hill Board of Trustees and our administrative leadership asked to approve the Board of Governors settlement with the Sons of Confederate Veterans? If Chapel Hill leaders were consulted, were they given an opportunity to weigh in on the creation of the $2.5 million trust? If they were asked about this trust fund, what was their position? So that's the first question.
As the campus memo that went out earlier today indicated, there's an FAQ that's linked to that. No, we were not asked to approve the Board of Governors settlement, and therefore, no, we were not consulted, and therefore, weighing in on the $2.5 million trust, no. I want to emphasize that the Board of Governors took control of this process when they rejected the plan last December. They have been in control. They've been out listening. The 5-member committee has been working hard to hear the voices of our campus and to look for resolution to this. But they were in control, and no.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Good. This is so. How did the UNC leadership have advance notice of the settlement with the BOG ahead of time? If so, how much time did the leadership have to respond? And if they did respond in some way, could Chancellor Guskowitz characterize the nature of that response?
We knew that there was, as I said earlier, there were multiple options over the past several months being considered. And within the last week, 10 days, we knew that there was the possibility of a settlement. Did not have the details of the settlement. It was just literally a day or two ahead of time in advance where we began receiving indications about the financial implications of what a settlement might look like, but that was the extent of details that we had leading up to this.
So as far as we know, the Board of Governors has created a binding agreement that we did not have a way out of.
And I think it's important to know that we were not a party to the settlement.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Dr. de Guzman, Department of English and Comparative Literature. I have a question. 2 questions, but they're related. How many members are there of the BOG?
There are 24.
24 members. How many people made this decision? How many people approved this decision? Do we know?
I don't know.
If it was only those 5 people.
It was voted on by the Board of Governors, but I don't even know what the vote was.
We don't know that.
And I also wanted to address this issue of bringing Silent Sand back to campus. Interim Chancellor, you said that would not be a moral decision. Do you think this was a moral decision? This
You said, I didn't hear the first.
Do you think the $2.5 million was a moral decision? Because you said that bringing Silent Sand back to campus would not have been a moral decision. Do you think the BOG's decision was a moral decision?
The answer is that, as I said before, the decision, all along we have said we do not want this monument back on our campus. That would have been immoral to bring it back to our campus. And so, was this a moral decision? I think it was a decision that they felt was best for the safety of this campus and for the...
I think we should let them say that. They haven't said why they did it, but I would say that it was not a moral decision, and it's actually creating a lot of pain on this campus. And it almost would have been better to bring